Hey team, welcome to the Exogate initiative, where as best I can figure, I'm going to be playing the role of General Hammond from FARgate SG-1, which is okay, because General Hammond's a potato chip. Rest in peace, Don Davis. Lesage. Welcome to your first day as the Executive Officer at the Exogate Initiative. I am Rudy Cobb with 2 B's, founder and CEO. I've dedicated my fortune to the research and development of Exogate technology, capable of sending people not just across the galaxy, but across the universe. Today we take our first tentative steps. The world is watching, but stay focused on your goals, and we'll succeed together. Okay, so first up, core facilities, barracks, minimum of 20 dot blocks, blah 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 blah. This immediately brings to mind evil genius. Infrastructure, dig, sell, build walls, barracks. So we gotta dig before we can build. Gave us a pretty basic corridor system. Barracks are usually pretty big, right? All the space back of the base. Some weird cropping rocks. What are those? Not sure what that's about. Not a fan, if I'm also being honest. Alright, so we gotta build. Gotta dig before we can build. Barracks, mess hall, laboratory, power plant, training room, workshop, armory, recreation, medbay, library, ops, and alien affairs. And have 6 builder bots, doors, guard posts. So assuming we will, worst time to yawn, assuming we will get attacked at some point. Planning for the future. Gators. Oh, we're gonna go down to the bayou and get us some gators. By adjusting the available parameters, you can control how many applicants you will receive and the skill of the candidates. Once started, the recruitment campaign will last for a specific number of days, after which you can hire any of the candidates that applied. Was this candidate's max monthly wage? Skill and quantity of candidates. How long the recruitment campaign will last. How much you'll spend. Alright, whatever. All right, let's start there. Shows all the candidates that applied for the job during your recruitment campaign. You can compare their skills and hire as many of them as you want, or none at all. That's probably the best one if we're looking at the stats they like. Logic, brain fatigue tolerance, as well as research speed, knowledge. Okay, let's do that. And then we need, what, 3 scientists? What if I just do that? We're gonna need another row. Yeah, this definitely reminds me of Evil Genius. I'm only doing that table because it wants me to. Research desk seems like a good idea. Patent writing, okay. Interrupt me? No, that's fine. Now, all that warm welcome guff is out of the way. Let's get down to business. Mr. Cobb's purse strings are notoriously loose. Thus, we at the committee are here to ensure space exploration remains profitable. We'll monitor your progress and release funds when you achieve your goals. We'll also provide you a monthly grant for the first year until you become, hopefully, self-sufficient. So what we do is we get 1 super scientist, and then we hire the rest on the cheap. I'm assuming it has something to do with this. Plan your exploration of the universe from the star map. Connect new sectors to the network. Send teams on missions to new worlds. And claim explored sectors to expand your territory and influence. To explore a destination, you must first connect them to the Exogate network. Maintaining this link will consume energy. Some destinations contain flora and fauna which a scientist can study in the field, and from which they can sometimes collect biosamples and specimens. Store and analyze biosamples and specimens in the laboratory. This earns science points needed to unlock new technologies in the tech tree and produce theories to write new patents. That's level 1. Each destination has a recommended level which shows the ideal experience level of the gators, for them to be relatively safe during the mission and succeed in their tasks. Yeah, that's not much of a surprise. Alright, let's do that. It's Davis. We stepped through the gate for the first time back there. After a moment of dizziness, I was suddenly standing on the surface of planet IY40. We did it. We certainly did. And I can't believe it. There's life here. This place is teeming with plant life. Doesn't look like it. Not to mention the incredible suns overhead. You just changed the world. I'd better think of something memorable to say quick. I had a line prepared, but this is too much. I've forgotten it. Stay calm, Ashley. You're only being watched by every screen from Mumbai to the moon. No pressure. I think I'm hyperventilating. You're fine. You're doing great. I'm okay. I think I'm good. But I don't know what to say. Say something epic. Okay. Just give me a second to try and regain my composure. Sure, take your time. We just flew through the wormhole, landed on the other side of the universe, and found alien life. All in a day's work. I think you'll agree this puts our troubles back home into perspective. Nicely done. Those words will go down in history. Thank you, Exo. That was more nerve-wracking than stepping through the gate. How about getting a sample to show the live stream? Good idea. We're spoiled for choice. There's a kind of grass right here at our feet. There could be moss in that cave to the west. To the south, there's a leafy tree hanging over the edge of the cliff. I got a piece of moss in the sample jar. It's slimy, and it almost glowed in the dim light there. The cave was spectacular and deep. It disappeared far outside the range of our equipment. Great work. Now we have the sample. We can store it in the lab back at base and study it to learn more. Understood. Before we sign off, why don't you say a few words about the wider goals of the initiative? Tell the world what you want to accomplish. To inspire the next generation. Gotta get my Captain Picard on. Engage. Yeah, give people something to look forward to and escape to inspire them to follow in our footsteps and forge their own path. That about concludes the live stream. Any final words, team leader? Yes, thank you. Please watch for more missions from the Exogate initiative in the near future. We're planning to stream as many as possible. We are forging humanity's role in the universe, and we want you to be there with us every step of the way. That's a wrap. Come home, team. Holy cow, you did it. I knew we'd find life out there, but not this quickly. I watched the live stream. Incredible. Those legendary first words on an exoplanet. Just wow. Still, you need to keep the money flowing if you want to keep the committee sweet. Did I mention we can sell patents, develop theories by studying samples from missions, then use them to publish patents? Yeah, we'll do that. Maybe. In a bit. We just stack missions? We just stack in missions? Alright, boys, we stack in missions, but we need power. At the end of each month, you'll receive a financial summary, the state of the initiative, covering income and expenses, as well as information on the trends and falling patent topics. Okay. After exploring a destination, and if its sector is next to your existing territory, you can claim it by spending influence. It will then be added to your territory, expanding your area of influence. The more sectors you claim, the more influence you can earn. You can return to most planets with an expedition to explore them further and study their flora and fauna. This will yield biosamples, specimens, and other items of interest. Unlock and build the operations room, and add the expedition mapper, and choose the planet you would like to revisit. Okay. So we gotta get research. Use science points to unlock new items and technologies in the tech tree, which scientists then use. Research desks in the laboratory. It enables studying and recovery of specimens. That might be a good call. How deep does the base go? Scientists can collect biosamples during a mission to a science destination and return expeditions. Each sample is stored in a biosample containment in the laboratory and studied by a scientist. Seems legit, makes sense. We have 3 samplers. Never did answer my question, though. So if we have a base 43 wide, it does not divide into nice segments easily, does it? Especially with this block in the middle. So if we take 1, 2, 3 out of the equation, that means we are left with 9 rooms. Yep, 9 rooms. That's 4.5 on each side, making it obtuse. Gator loneliness. Gators require social interaction to stay healthy. Gators' social needs are too high, their mental health will begin to decrease. Okay, you good, homie? Like, you need a friend? You need a hug? What's up? Why don't you eat, and why don't you sleep? Actually, why don't you both sleep? Brother, you could have both been rested and ready to go, but no, you wanted to be a douche. Is this guy serious? Is this guy for seriouslies? Not what I wanted, not what I... Now you're in the way. We found a giant mushroom towering into the atmosphere. Any things similar on record? There are immense continent-spanning fungal colonies on Earth, but none as immense as this. It's one huge mushroom, cap and all. Estimated height is a couple of clicks, swaying gently and singing to us. Take a sample. Roger that. We're getting closer to the giant mushroom now. The singing is noticeably louder. Everything is becoming more majestic. Yeah, that's the word we're looking for. Majestic. They're about to get eaten by a giant mushroom. It's not what I wanted to do. Now you're pissing me off. Update on His Majesty. His Majesty? Yes, His Majesty the Mushroom King. His Highness, His Mightiness. Oh boy, they've gotten drugged by a mushroom. They're on the psychedelics. He's just so majestic, so incredibly majestic. Did you get that sample? Yes, yes we did, thanks to His Majesty. It smells so good to be this close to him. I think you need to move away from His Majesty. We acknowledge good over and out. Mostly just out. Okay, so that being the case, that's 9. That would be 10. So if we do that, separate by a wall, another 10. Leveling gators. Each experience point earned by a gator is associated with one of their core or their attributes. When they level up, one or more points are added to the attribute that they gained the most XP in during the last level. Oh, good, we like leveling. It's me. When we took the sample from His Majesty, it broke the hold. That thing had us infected, spores most likely. We wanted to become one with it. Yeah, I know. We'll complete the rest of the mission, then bring home the sample we got. It's pretty. Let's just leave it at that. Okay, so that's 2. 10 and 9. It's not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4 rooms. Whatever this black rock is, coming from my industrial complex, apparently. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we're missing a room. Missing one room somewhere. That's okay. Some we'll come back to later. Not too worried about it right at this particular moment. What I do want to get is specimens. And then it said we needed what? Operations for an expedition mapper, which lets us return. Let's work under the assumption this is how we'll do it for the time being. Well, those are big. Giggity. Y'all ready to head out yet? Or y'all still freaking out about something? I'm not sure that's the best layout. Might be going a little overboard here. If they're not ready, they need to be. How much research do I need? 300. We can do that. Specimens. Samples, but fancy. An unusual destination. Unusual events. Patents are your first source of revenue. Each patent is created for a specific topic. To create a patent, you need a scientist working on a patent writing console, choosing up to 5 theories to write the patent with. So we want to wait till we get a stack of 5 papers and then do it? Like what we're saying here? He needs some interaction love, man. He's stressing. Go to sleep. Ah, to hell with it. Well, I didn't mean for them to go to that when they could have went to that. That's weird. We shall not call it the Stargate. We shall call it the FARgate, so we don't get sued by MGM. But MGM sold it, so we don't have to worry about that. Hopefully Amazon doesn't mess it up. Hopefully Amazon doesn't mess it up. I'm just saying. Don't mess it up, homie. You got, what? The original Stargate show ran for like 10 seasons. Then you had a decent spin-off, which was like, what, 5 or 6 seasons? I don't remember how many Atlantis was. But then you had, you know, Universe pop out, and I liked it, but apparently not everybody did. So they shuttered that. It was like Voyager, but with Stargate, rather than Star Trek. Alright, so we need them to write the patents. Assume if they double up, they research faster. Wait on a second. Yeah, that's sped up. That's sped up pretty significantly. Alright, making some money. Got some brain fatigue going on there. You just sleeping that off. And he's sleeping that off too. Alright, once they're done sleeping, out we go. We're almost at 300. Team 1 to base. I think we're trespassing on a crime scene, or the set of a vampire movie. We're standing in the middle of a meadow and there's blood everywhere. Our boots are covered in it. Describe the flowers. They appear to be crimson algae, though it's pretty bad shape. More analysis would be needed. Well, you're scientists, you know what to do. We'll get it done. Make it quick. Don't call back saying you've done an autopsy, but have fun, though. Greetings from the Dracula planet. Let's not talk about that. Nickname, status. No threats have appeared. What about the sample? As soon as we cut open the plant, it started bleeding. One of us fainted, but they will remain anonymous. They're okay now. Hematophobia is a thing. Yeah, it really is. However, blood is in fact sap, and the algae is seaweed. It's crimson because it's feeding on red clay, composed of corroded minerals. Seaweed means water. Good point. And thanks to our research, we've been able to corroborate this whole place used to be an ocean. The seaweed's been drying for centuries. First it turns red, then sap oozes from the stipes and blades. By the end of the process, only a pool of sap remains. So it dried and died out in the sunlight, just like a vampire. Now you mention it, yeah, exactly like a vampire. I guess we started our own vampire flick after all. And the award goes to Team 1. Gee, thanks. Don't let it get to your head. Over and out. Oh, we got 300. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. So then what we do is we recruit some more weak boys. We recruit 3 weak boys. And what are we going to do? Injured gator. When gator sustains a physical injury, they will automatically go to a diagnostic pod in the med bay. The med bay that I do not have. Can I revert this? Okay, good. Because we need a med bay. Which means I'm going to need more beds. Room efficiency. Gators prefer rooms enclosed by walls and doors. Is that this? Yeah, that's room efficiency. We're good. We're good. Why are you lying? Why are you lying? We good. I need y'all, like, there needs to be a priority system, because researching should always come first. And he's dying. Quite literally dying. Stop researching the samples. Please research the med bay. Brother. Dude's about to be dead. Beta team. Our finances are proceeding adequately, but they could disappear quickly with a well-aimed lawsuit. Far be it for us to tell you how to run the initiative, but our risk assessment shows we are lacking health and safety department. You don't say. I wasn't entirely aware of that. Alright, so we need... what? Recruitment of medics, same jam. We just want like 3 at the base. Well, we could put them on a team as well. Well, it's only like 3 slots. Although 4 and 5, so we can get 5. And there's a total of what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Scholar, diplomat. Die on me, little buddy. We got a med bed, physical treatment stuff, psychological treatment stuff, a psychological desk. What else can we do? Do it quick. Just build it all quick. Surgery pod, an ambulance bot. Is that what I read? Ambulance bot dock, yep. All of it. A cremation unit. Well, hopefully we don't have to use that. Will he make it to... Okay, he did. And speaking of things to make, let's get back to ops. Once a gator is diagnosed, physical treatment, a physical or psychological injury or condition, they can be treated by medics. Respiratory infection. Can he hold on for 3 days? I hope so. I guess I do want a good recruit as well. Actually, that being said, just toss him out. You should have pets, the hell? Oh no, I didn't make them. My bad. Alright, what are we doing? We stabbing him? Damn, we're stabbing him, alright. Blop. Oh, look, let's go back up. No, come back. Finish your job. You son of a bitch. Okay, so we got the operations center. Where are we going to put that? I'm assuming I can't mine through that. So I guess we'll just put it here for the time being. No food available. What the hell are y'all doing? Okay, so they like brain and logic. I think Amy might be the winner. So is that 2 across, then 3 and 4? So it's Ivy or Amy. Let's go with Amy, since she do be a little less expansive. Still expansive, but making that top tier team. Oh man, why? Oh, because it has a little nub. So what is this, just a dead room? This might just be a dead room. Which, if that is the case... Yeah, I think I figured out what we're doing with that middle segment. How long the team will rest between missions. Yeah, I think I got what we're doing with this middle segment. If they can't walk into the operations room, it don't really matter how efficient it is, huh? Just greedy on the power, though. And then the next logical thing to do would be... Yeah, I don't need to see their stuff, in all honesty. I just need them to go get more stuff. So it's probably best to have more than one pod. One would assume that'd be good. Get that money. What's our next goal? Wants me to get soldiers. They already getting injured. And say, anybody want to go over and help him out, or what? Operations room. Thought it was going to be like the room in Evil Genius where it's always got to be manned. Nah, just dead console wait. Bro's more dead console wait than an Xbox or a PlayStation since Steam announced its shenanigans. I mean, if you want to finish up the research, I won't say no. Just saying, homie. Alright, what else we got going on? Workshop gets us an engineer. Get the rec room. Nothing in security. Alien artifacts get us a diplomat. I suppose a recreation room would be good for the soul. Kind of have this planned out a little bit in my noggin already. Gators train, yeah. We already know. It's a training room. You aren't telling me anything I don't know. Shooting range, huh? Funding will cease in 3 months. Dun, dun, dun. Well, we don't have much in the training room as of yet. Some Dance Dance Revolution shenanigans. Alright, we can dig it. It's not bad. Not bad so far. Figure out what I'm doing with that room. What rooms we got left? Got a workshop? That's what I'll do with that room. Workshop. Workshop it. Armory. Library. Library. Man, maybe. Alien Affairs. Well, with just 3 rooms left, it'd be library, workshop, Alien Affairs. Maybe. Well, either way, it's a good start. But I'm going to take a break. So y'all stay safe out there. Have a good one. We'll be back for more shenanigans in a bit.